Hey. What's up, Irene? What's up, Lynn? How you guys doing? Hopefully as good as Cody Pop. Girl is running amok. Oh, Seth, unfortunately, you're always first, Seth. Always. We're doing good. We're doing great. Had a nice, productive morning. Already had 1 cup of coffee. Coda ate breakfast, took her medication. Now we rolling. Hey, what's up, Seaside? Seth, how you doing? Good Saturday so far? Good. As you can tell, we have the phone kind of set far away, and it is a little bit windy, and it's kind of shaking. You guys let me know if that gets annoying, and I'll put you guys in the truck. But I kind of like doing it so you guys get a full grasp of this. But I can understand if the phone's shaking like that is super annoying. So I'm just watching it on on the screen here. It's shaking pretty good. Yeah, she's feeling a lot better. She's doing great. What's up? What's up, Tie-Dye? How you doing? It is a beautiful view. The wind is coming and going, so it shouldn't be that way forever. But it looks like right now it's been shaking quite a bit. Need to find a way to get that to just stabilize. That would be perfect. I need to get a tripod that doesn't shake in the wind. Need YouTube to feel like TikTok quality. Hey, thanks, Tie-Dye. She is doing great. Come here. She's moving around fantastic. We're doing little tire tosses, not having her run like crazy and jump and obviously not swim, but she's doing pretty darn good. Hey, thank you, Lynn. I appreciate that. Well, that's good that there's no lag. If it was shaky and laggy, that's a whole nother story. But it just adds to the feeling, you know? It just is what it is. We're out in the mountains, in the wild. It is what it is. Yeah, I love this spot too. It's a beautiful little spot. We're like perched midway through a spur, a trail. So I don't know if I want to go back the way I came, which was really rough, or if I want to go down and then loop around back up to the mountains. We'll see. Hey, Seaside #1. Shoot, Seaside just took Seth's crown. Seaside, thanks, bud. That is true. Yeah, at least there's no mosquitoes. There was a couple that popped out last night, but they went away real quick once it got chilly. MVP. Seaside will always be my MVP. Thanks, bud. Cody, you say thank you too? Yeah. So yeah, we gotta hopefully put together a video after this, find another place to camp. I got a bunch of trash that I accumulated over the past 2 days that I want to find. We might be passing like a national forest campground, just like certain little campgrounds that the forest puts out there. Sometimes they come with like, little pit toilets and dumpsters. So it'd be nice if I could pass one of those on the way. Hey, what's up, Candy? Good morning. Rise and shine. I hate bringing trash around with me, especially when it accumulates. When I have 1 bag, it's okay, but once it starts to get to 2 bags, then it's tough. And it's just annoying. What are you guys up to today? How's the weather over in Connecticut? I need to find a tripod that doesn't shake. That's what I'm going to look up today, too. What do we got, a hawk back there? Something flying across. Yeah, I need to invest in a tripod that is stable. This one's just, the phone mount is just very flimsy, so with the wind, it just takes it and just bounces back and forth. Cloudy now. Oh, shoot, Candy, the 50th, the big 5-0. Shoo. Well, happy freaking birthday. I hope it's a great party. I'm sure it's going to be. Hey, what's up, Linda? Seaside, thanks, bud. Oh, nice. Try out the rebuild? Hell yeah, William. Enjoy it. Hope the weather's nice for you guys. Hope it's a nice spot. Sun is trying to poke out. What's up, Laurel? How you doing? Morning, afternoon? A little bit of both. What's up, Roxy? How you doing over there? No, I did not hear any wolves. I might have heard elk. A mix between elk and cattle. This canyon is cool because it's so open, but noises just echo like crazy. So when animals make noises, you could hear it from miles away. It's super cool. Sounded like I was in Jurassic Park last night and this morning. Oh, nice, Lynn. Shoot. Who doesn't love a building party? Yeah, William. Hope to see it. Cloudy in North Carolina. Yeah, it's kind of cloudy and overcast here, too. We'll see what it's... I think we have a chance for storms later this afternoon. It's not going to be a washout, but at least the last I checked. I meant to do that again this morning because I checked last night. And usually when you check the night before and then, 12 hours later, there's a pretty good indication as to what's going to happen. It's either going to move to more rain and more, a bigger chance of it, or it's going to narrow down. You're like, okay, so it is just a passing shower. And Kingsbury, nice. Well, hey, good weather in Texas in August. That's all you can ask for. Ah, shoot, Roxy. That ain't no good. Sorry to hear that. Time to crush up a or not even crush. You could eat it whole. Raw garlic clove. Eat some honey with some cayenne pepper in there. Maybe a squeeze of lemon. That's it. That's the magic. Warm and muggy. Muggy's tough. We don't like muggy, do we, Coda? Up here, we're at about 8,500 feet. It's pretty nice, especially when the sun goes behind the clouds. We got a nice cool breeze. Temperature says it's 75 right now, but when the sun's behind the clouds, it feels like 65. We'll take it. Come here. Come on. You ready to go exploring today, Coda? Yeah, good old Texas weather. I remember my 2 years of living in San Antonio. Summer came in like April and lasted through like November. The first year I was in San Antonio, though, it flurried I think it was over around Christmas, and they're like, it never flurries here. You brought the snow from New England. Yeah, get that vitamin C, Seth. Oh, an earache. That's never fun to deal with. Earaches could just absolutely like incapacitate you, just where you just want to like lay down, cover your ears, and just hope it goes away. Betsy, you are right on time. How you doing? What's up, Ash? What's going on? Sorry, Coda's manning the camera right now. That's how I'm so far away, and she keeps shaking. Coda, hold the camera still. You're shaking the camera. Steady, Coda. Yeah, that's a little bit better. Our plans today, tie-dye, thank you. Our plans today are we'll be on for about an hour on YouTube, and then we're going to pack up camp and go hopefully make a video and find another place to camp. And then we got elk smash burgers on live tonight. So on TikTok. So we should be on, hopefully by 5 o'clock Mountain Time, and make some burgers, which I'm looking forward to. I've actually never had an elk burger. I've had elk steaks before, but never an elk burger. Ear, throat, coughing, chills. Oh man, no, that's tough. Sounds like some rest and some water and some garlic cloves are in your future. Hopefully you wake up after a nap or something, or tomorrow morning feeling a lot better. Yeah, cameraman Coda. Camerawoman Coda. Oh, you can't see her. She's behind the bush now, so I can keep going with that. Yeah, the elk burger should be pretty darn good. Ah, shoot, Lynn. Well, I hope you enjoy the day with your building party. There will always be another. Is the music too loud for you guys? Usually I turn off the vocal tracks on this website because it's all like copyright-free music that I could use, which also means it's people that are like, not necessarily the best at it, or people that are trying to get better and, hope to make it big. So it's not always the best best songs. What do it tease like? Taste like? Tastes like elk. Tastes like beef. Kind of. Yeah. That's what it kind of tastes like. You don't hear any. Ooh, fajitas? Nice. How's that? A wee bit? A little wee bit? I just want to hold it in my arms till the sun comes out. This is like the Backstreet Boys of country. Yeah, this is Backstreet Boys country. Girl. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye. Bye, bye, bye. Bye, 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 Cody Pop. The lost member. Yeah, my spelling's not the best either, Seth. I don't fault you for it. Bye, bye, bye. Sing it. Post about meeting Coda. No, thank you. Yeah, that was like a last minute kind of post that we decided to do. Lynn, thank you. A heart. Oh, I can't comment. I still got to figure out why I can heart some of them. I can heart and like some of them. I can heart, comment, and like on some of them, and some I can't do any of it. I need to figure that out. But Lynn, thank you. Do the bye, bye, bye dance? No, I don't think I could do that. I don't think I could do that. Maybe Coda can do that now that she's off the camera. Lynn, thank you. We need to conserve Coda's energy so she can find a new spot today. Huh, Cody Pop? Yeah, I don't know if you can turn up the volume on the TVC side, or who needs music anyway? Bye, bye, bye. Who needs it anyway? Oh, we got some preseason football today, too. I think we got Jets and Giants. Ash, when is do the floss to this and add in the moves after the floss, or maybe in between and then go transition back into the floss? Ash, do you guys have a date set for the draft? I forgot. I think you said you did, but I forgot to look at it. The 30th, 4 p.m. Do you know? Can you tell me what day that is? Thank you, Linda. Well, it was the longest video I've ever done on TikTok, and I'm going to turn it into a YouTube video as well. I just like to be able to show the entire view because I obviously have to crop it down for TikTok and not do widescreen. But the widescreen adds so much, and I can upload it at 4K. TikTok only does 1080p. It's a Saturday? All right, sweet. So thank you. Thank you for watching it. Pulled my back out trying to do the floss. Just feel one of your vertebrae just shift out of place. Imagine telling that to the urgent care. So how did you go about pulling your back? I don't want to talk about it. Yeah, Lynn, I like it, I like doing the widescreen, and this is the first YouTube video that we will be doing, so that's probably what I'll spend tomorrow afternoon doing after our breakfast. Put that together. What stinks is so I edit these videos, and like I say, it takes me a couple hours to do that video yesterday, but it's not like I can go back in and just click widescreen. I basically have to start over and then re-edit all the footage because there's a lot of things I keep out of the TikTok videos to hopefully not make them super long. But on YouTube, a 10-minute video I feel like is appropriate. We try to stick between the 5 to 15-minute range on YouTube. So, it just, yeah, that's why people say, why don't you just post all your videos to Instagram, to YouTube, to TikTok, all the same. It's each one has different rules and a way I have to film and a way I have to edit. So it just, I wish I could, but my videos, I guess I'm just unique. That's what Seaside says. She says, you're just special, bud. I said, thanks, Seaside. Appreciate that. Hey, Ash, thank you. Hot dang, what is that? Oh, is that me giving TJ a present? Hey, what's up, Randy? Now, I don't know, Randy. I'm not too sure. We're not on YouTube. We just do it once a week just to, show face. And, if anything happens with TikTok, then I will be coming over to YouTube fully. So we just like to do it once a week just to kind of stay a little bit active. Hey, Roxy, you have a fantastic day, too. Hope you feel a lot better. Hope you get to relax a little bit. And, oh, shoot, are you working today? Hope you're not working today. But, notifications, even if you turn on notifications for, TikTok or YouTube, they never work. Cheers. Hey, get well soon. There you go. Good. Rest up. I'll drink some water for you, with you. Then I click something that said Coda. So the way you should be able to just go right to my YouTube, and then it'll say Off-Leash Outdoors is live, and you should be able to click on that. It should bring you right here. Hey, Judy, cheers to you. Or you're this way. You're that way. Oh, shoot. What kind of bread you doing, Judy? Yeah, that's what I think too, Randy. But as we all know, each of these platforms, although it's pretty incredible what we are able to do, they all come with their faults. What kind of bread we got? Forgot if you told me. There you go. You need that AC down there. Can't be having AC go out on you down in Florida during the summer. Some artisanal bread. Do you score the top of your bread to make cool little designs or like spell out Olo or Coda? Yeah, homemade bread is the best. You know what? I want to change this view a little bit. You guys don't need to see the whole truck. You guys need to see Cody Pop. Cody, you're still outside of the view. What are you doing? We got to head to a grocery store soon, too, because I still got tripe. We got sardines. We got bone broth, but we got no meat for you, Coda. Yeah, Karen, it is very far. I got you guys up on the laptop here. I like having the big, wide open screen instead of you guys just staring at my, ugly face so close. So we're giving that a try. I do, but now I'll do Olo. Carve it in the top. Yeah, the smell of fresh bread. It's hard to beat. It's hard to beat. Other than the smell of mushrooms and garlic and onion sauteing down at 38 Carriage Drive in Farmington, Connecticut when I was about 10 years old. That was a good smell. Get your Olo bread in the bio. Could you imagine? A little subdivision, Judy Olo bread. Yeah, it is. It's a beautiful little spot. Are you going to change the camera position? So no, I won't. Well, I could if you guys want me to. I thought this would kind of be nice. But if we collectively agree that it should be closer up, then I would be happy to. Whatever you guys think is best. It doesn't matter to me. The beardy face and can't see your face very well. Closer. All right. Say close or far in the comments, and then there's no right or wrong. I don't care either way. So you guys just say whatever you feel, and we'll just do that. Whatever wins. Ooh, blueberry bread, nice. I bet it's my neighbor just walked in, just like, hey, how you doing? Being nonchalant. Did they get some bread? Not on the TV. Well, if we move it closer too, then it'll stop shaking. Hey, Judy, my gosh. Judy, thank you. Thank you very much. Hot dang. All right, let's move it close. I should probably change. They will. Oh, it's in the resting phase. All right, this part is really gonna annoy you guys. I gotta change my mount. Ooh, some homemade sourdough, absolutely. Hey, Judy, gosh, thank you, Judy. Oh, I can't like it on there. What the heck? I can't like it on my phone. Thanks, Judy. There's the butte right over there. Miles and miles away. Get it. $2.99 for a loaf of bread. That's really good. I would certainly pay that. All right, I got to put you guys down for a second while I redo my mount. Give me 2 seconds. I'm going to put you guys there and hope you don't fall. $2.99. Loaf of bread. Get it while it's hot or cold or room temperature. I'll take some bread. I think Coda wants to take a nap up in the truck. She's crying. Or you just excited to hit the road, Coda? Maybe we find more water. All right, almost there. Do you deliver? Yeah, I know. Fresh bread it's hard to beat. Boom, boom. Oh, you know what? I just saw the delay. Sorry, you guys had to look at my belly. Neighbor came over to check on it. You giving the guy that power washed your patio a loaf of bread? We, the people, are so demanding. Well, hey, you guys are the one that keeps us going, so y'all definitely have the right to be at least a little demanding. And it's never demanding. It's just suggestions. We want to do whatever the majority likes. My eyes. Can't unsee that. Sorry. I know. Terry. It's not good. This is a pretty good view, too, though. She's under the truck in the shade. It's kind of warm up in the truck. It's not super warm because it's all shaded, but under the truck, she gets a better breeze in the shade. So that's where she likes to hang out often. Huh, Cody Pop? 95, shoot. I think we're only supposed to be in the low 80s, especially up here. We might drop in elevation today a little bit, but we could get up to over 10,000 feet in certain areas, so we'll see. 95 is toasty. Randy, they're looking awesome. They look so good. So it's not swelling. There's no redness. The incision looks perfect. There's no like weird pus or leaks or crust or anything weird like that. So I'm under the impression it's healing up as perfect as it could be. He did a great job. I love power washing. Power washing is so satisfying. My power washer is over in Connecticut. Looks like a paw print. ... I don't see it. I'm not good at picking out shapes in clouds. And screen grab that. Everyone send it. Oh, what? Me cleaning off my camera? And a severe heat advisory. That's awful. That is not fun. Hope you stay cool out there. Just about 90 in northern Nevada. Sheesh. I guess it all depends on the humidity in the air, on whether or not 90 is okay. I mean, for me, my perfect temperature is like 75 and then 55 at night. If it could be that every single day, I'd be a pretty happy camper. I don't mind hot days as long as I'm not sleeping in the heat. But it's tough to film in the extreme cold or the extreme heat because it messes up your batteries, things overheat. Um, I don't know. Is it all your windows? Shoot, that's awesome. Did anyone send the whale gift you got on TikTok? Nobody did. Nobody sent me a shot. Oh, Seth, I think, did. Actually, I don't know if Seth did. Seth, did you? It's going to be 90 there. And then the high 70. Hey, there you go. Dropping down. Hey, Jody, thank you. Hot dang. Yeah, the dry heat. Yeah, so, I suppose it could be worse, but. All right, yeah, I thought Seth did. Yeah, it is nice to have helpful neighbors. That's what I said to Judy. I'm like, must be nice having that guy as a neighbor. It's perfect. Karen, there's a fire not too far, probably about 45 minutes southeast of me right now. Yeah, southeast. But I think they have it under containment quite a bit. I think it's doing pretty well. So it burned a lot of acreage, but I think they caught it before anything really bad was going to happen. So, happy about that. But, again, that's why I don't start a lot of fires out here. Once we get to more like dry land, but without any like greenery or dry grass and trees and places that have been burned repeatedly, fires will come. I wish that we had that Howell campfire. That would be super cool because then we could really just do a fire whenever, as long as I have enough propane. Yeah, there's a lot of fires. Yeah, send me some pictures of the bread. I want to see it. I want to see it so I can be jealous. Some of that bread would be great to make our sandwiches on. We can pretend. Yeah, got to be careful with the surroundings. Even if it's overly careful, it's better to be too cautious than not cautious enough. The only reason to have a campfire out here is purely based off entertainment, and it's just not a good enough reason to do it. As much as I love a campfire. I think a lot of you guys like when we do fires too. The risk of, even if it's marginal or slim, the risk of starting a big fire just so I could do it on social media, it just doesn't compute for me. So, it stinks, but there's going to be plenty of opportunities to have fires. I still got wood we're carrying around. So maybe, if I'm in a spot tonight where maybe we're by water or we're in a canyon where we're shaded by trees and breaks the wind, that's another thing. Yeah, it definitely comes first. Yeah, drool. Let me see that bread. Yeah, I love a campfire no matter what. And, the nighttime temperatures are like, 50s and, high 50s to 60. So it's almost adequate for a campfire, just a nice ambiance. But, all it takes is one gust of wind to take one of the embers out of that fire pit and drop it. And then when you're in a place like this, it could just spread before you can even think of what to do next. Yeah, we're moving spots. Hey, thanks, Lynn. We're going to be moving spots right after this. We're going to pack camp right up and then hopefully go into making a video. And I need to do a little bit more research of where we want to go. I was doing that last night, but my eyes were just too heavy. And I just put my phone down and turned off Starlink and scratch Coda's butt and fell asleep. So we will be in a new spot Where? I don't know. It's tough too. You know, this place is so big and there's so many trails, but there's not a whole lot of really nice campsites. Like a lot of the campsites that I crossed coming here are just like ones right on the side of the road where you just see people drive by you, and I hate those. So this one is, you know, a pretty rough path coming up a hill. I could see the road barely about 200 yards away. Um, so we got to find something just perfect. Yeah, it'd go up super fast around here. You know, we got a little bit of rain yesterday, but even with that, you know, it just dries up in 2 seconds out here. So glad we're still friends. I know, that was funny. I was waiting to see if Roxy would respond immediately. The way it played out in my head is I would say that to Roxy, then she would send that to you, and then realize it was a joke. Yeah, Dana, everything is just a bit too dry. Hey, Seth, we'll catch you later, brother. You have a good one. I didn't have any animals nearby, but I think I heard elk this morning, and cattle. So you can hear noises of animals throughout the valley and the canyon. It just echoes so perfectly. It felt like I was in Jurassic Park. It was super cool. And I could see the cattle down there. Not anymore. I think they moved on. But no, nothing by camp. Yeah, Marie, we'll be on TikTok tonight around 5 p.m. Mountain Standard Time. So usually 4 Pacific, 5 Mountain Standard, 6 Central, 7 Eastern. Still need to cut the grass. Saturday's a good day to do a little lawn maintenance. Yeah, it would be tough to capture it. I could try with the microphone, but when they're that far away, I have to kind of turn off noise canceling. And then if it's windy out, which it, you know, it kind of is, and it doesn't take a lot of wind to ruin the sound, it's really hard to balance. So you typically just hear the sound of the wind breaking the microphone, and then like maybe like an elk or a cow in the background. So, you know, it's I don't have the right microphone for that necessarily. Like if I got like a shotgun mic or a boom mic that like directs where you want the sound, and then you could have a wind guard on top of that too, it does a lot better of a job. But mine are more for just doing things like this, and you know, maybe the little bit of landscape and truck noise. So it is what it is. We'll see. We did see the first black bear of our trip yesterday. That was cool. But I tried to get the drone out and it didn't work. It just ran off into the woods, and I was too far away to get like anything from my phone. I just didn't want to creep up to it and scare it with the truck, because it just ran across the road, stopped, stared at me, so I stopped, and I was probably about 75 yards away. And I just carefully got the drone out, put it up, and then once I started flying it close to it, it just ran into the woods, and I lost it. Hoping it's dry by now. Hopefully. Yeah, it stinks cutting wet grass. It's also not good for the grass. It's tough, though. It's gonna clog everything up. You know, your shoes get all green. You could see Coda barking at it out the window. But that wasn't the time I closed the window because I knew once I did the drone, she would start barking like crazy and put her head out the window. So I closed all the windows, put the drone up, and turns out all the animals are afraid of the drone. Hey, Penny, thank you. Happy Saturday to you. Big stretch, Cody Pop. I did not make breakfast. No, I had no breakfast. So I'm going to eat my sandwich probably after this before we hit the road. I got that. Coda ate breakfast just because she had to have her antibiotics this morning. Those days are all gone. I remember cutting my grass too. I loved it. I loved cutting my grass. It's my dad's old riding lawnmower. Had a cup holder, crack open a Budweiser, just go around and mow, park it after, set up the sprinklers again, set up my hammock again, and then just lay there and enjoy it. It does sound like a swarm of bees. That's exactly what it sounds like. So your cattle typically don't care about the drone. They just look at it like, what's this? Same with the wild horses that we filmed. I try not to get too close. So that's why the footage is never like crystal clear. Because on TikTok especially, we have to crop it down. So that deteriorates the footage. And then also, I'm also zoomed in quite a bit of distance just to not get super close. Yeah, a little mowing meditation. Always tried to win a lawnmower when I worked at Sears. Is Sears is all gone, right? Or is there still a Sears out there? You make it sound like so much fun. Well, I did have a lot of fun mowing, but I totally get why somebody would want to just pass that off onto somebody else. It's, you know, I'm sure it's also nice getting back home and just seeing a freshly manicured lawn. Yeah, get the tan on. Seaside's out there mowing. Seaside's getting her steps in. She got a new mower, which is actually, it is self-propelled, but it's a little bit harder to maneuver than the old one. But keep Seaside young. Out there mowing around, weed whacking, pulling weeds in the bocce court. What do you smell, Coda? She's over there sticking her nose up in the air like she smells something. There's an animal. The cattle were all down there grazing earlier this morning. I wouldn't be surprised if there's a bear or cattle or elk anywhere within like a mile of us. But they're just probably watching us from the woods. I imagine. Yeah, as long as uh-oh. Buttons. HOA. Lay mulch, grass, trimmings. Just as long as you don't leave your garage door open, you're good to go. Yeah, you got to keep the bocce clean and clear. I wish I was at Seaside playing bocce. It's perfect Saturday or Sunday afternoon activity. Delicious coffee. We're all ready to go, Cody Pop. You just catch a fly out of midair, Coda? Yeah, Coda would just sit up on my deck watching me mow it. If you guys scroll way far back on my Instagram, you could see a video of me redoing my deck. Maybe we'll post that to our story on TikTok. Some of our home renovation videos. I'll have to dig back pretty far to find that. I don't even think I had my... No, I definitely didn't have my iPhone then. That'll work. I wasn't able to get Spam for breakfast tomorrow either. So we still... Next time I'm at a grocery store, we got to get some Spam. But I wanted to do Spam for breakfast, but I think we're going to be doing eggs and some Polish kielbasa, some Polish beef kielbasa. Yeah, I'll try to find that video and post it on our story. They all take something, just grab as you come. That's perfect. What else do you need in a refrigerator? Nothing. Yeah, a little Spam breakfast I wanted to do. I've never tried Spam. We got to try it out, but I could do it for dinner too. We'll just do it at some point. I remember the first time Charlie's neck here stood up. Yeah, then you stay alert. Never heard of Spam or Spam for breakfast? Yeah, I've never had it either, but everybody keeps telling me they're like it's so good you won't regret it. Maybe we'll do like breakfast sandwiches with Spam and fried up eggs. Maybe we'll do like a bagel. Maybe I'll get bagels and do like a bacon, egg, and cheese or Spam, egg, and cheese. Oh, Spam for breakfast? Is Spam not a breakfast food? What is Spam? It's ham, right? Spam is pork? Well, we can all have Spam together. Maybe I'll let you guys know what day we're doing it. We can all make Spam sandwiches. But I feel like Spam fried up with some eggs and cheese would be really good. Some hot sauce. Never had it either. Do it for breakfast. Yeah, so we'll try to get some Spam and maybe we'll do it for next Sunday breakfast. Or we'll just spontaneously hop on a tiki-talk breakfast one of the days this week. But maybe we'll do it for next Sunday. Or we can just do the sandwiches at night, breakfast for dinner. Or dinner. You can have it at any time of the day. Even at noon. Have it for lunch. Never sounded appetizing to me either, but apparently it's delicious. Got a raw, crunchy stuffed potato. Dried cold ribs for $74. Oh, man. Wait, is this a new to you barbecue place or is this a new restaurant that opened up that you decided to try? Because sometimes, like, they're figuring out their kinks and, like, you can kind of be like, all right, as long as the service was good and, like, I don't know, if the food was really that bad, maybe they comp the meal or something. But you can chalk it up to a new business figuring things out. Jalapeno flavored Spam. Oh, they have flavored Spam? I figured I was gonna get the regular Spam. Sounds like a good way to eat it. Yeah, give it a good chance. Breakfast, lunch, dinner. What about a midnight snack? Ramen noodles, but they're bad for you. Well, I suppose some ramen noodles are probably pretty good for you. It depends on, I guess, if you're making them or if you're buying them. I don't know. I don't eat ramen a whole lot, but sometimes I see those videos of people making these wildly, like, delicious looking ramen meals from scratch, and they look fantastic. Hey, Lynn, you have a great evening. We got to get going too in just a wee bit. Garlic and jalapeno, sign me up. Hot dang. A tray of pickles and a slice of bread. I know. Barbecue is so expensive. New to you? Oh, that's awful. I'm sorry to hear that. Barbecue is such a hit or miss, If you go to somewhere reputable, you're right. For two people, you're spending like $100. If you're getting like a drink or something too, like a beer or a big meal. But it's so good. Guess I bought ones just stay in your gut. Probably. Yeah, it's pricey, but I love barbecue. I haven't been to a barbecue place in years, primarily because it's just so expensive, and it is what it is. We'll be live on TikTok tonight. Yeah, not the same location. We're gonna pack up and move and go find a new place and make a new video. Oh, shoot. I think we'll get the original, or maybe I get two. Maybe I get the original and try another flavor, and we'll just cook up both of them. See what it is. See what it's all about. Not all mac and cheese is good. That is true. It's super disappointing. You can usually tell a good barbecue place by their mac and cheese. But it's rare, There's a lot of barbecue places that will excel in, like, brisket, and then you move on to their mac and cheese, and you're like, okay, I could tell you put all of your effort into the brisket and none into the mac. This place should have already had it figured out. Fat stuffed potato, that was all that was really new to you. Well, that stinks. That's an unfortunate way to spend $75. Why I have trust issues. Yeah, hopefully we do find a cool spot with water, but there's not too many water spots way up here. There's some like creeks that flow around the mountain, but we haven't seen much that we could camp by yet. Nor do I really remember a whole lot from the last time we were out here. Jalapeno and original. Yeah, I do love me jalapenos. That sounds like it depends on where we go. If we find a small market, I'm sure they're just going to have like their just original Spam. But if we go to a bigger grocery store, I'm sure they'll have a bigger variety. Ground beef and the mac and cheese, a little beefy mac. I don't think I've ever had mac and cheese with ground beef in it. Trust issues. Oh, hey, Coda. Where's your tire? Get it. Yeah, I believe it is good. Spice it up a little bit. We need to do another mac and cheese out here. We've done it a few times. The last time we did it, it came out really good. But still haven't perfected it on the road. Hey, Ash, thank you. Rock on, dude. Thanks, Ash. Hey, Karen, looking forward to it. Yeah, we'll see what they have. Most places have the original Spam, but we'll see what they got. We'll pick some up. The good thing about Spam is I could throw it in the truck and it'll probably last for a year. Hey, what's up, Laney? How you doing? Good morning. No, barbecue is not easy, and it's in fact extremely expensive to do and time-consuming. And you need to be skilled to do it. It's not like anybody just can go in and do good barbecue. So it's super demanding. A barbecue joint has to be very difficult to run. Harder than pizza. I mean, it takes a little bit to care about pizza too, but it's a little bit more friendly universal. You could teach somebody how to make pizza pretty easily, and you can see if they have it or if they don't. Barbecue, you need to have barbecue in your soul. And not everybody has that. I don't. That's why I always say I'm not very good at barbecue. Tried Patty LaBelle's mac and cheese? No, what's that? Who's Patty? Who's Patty? Yeah, I do like it as well. I like mac. What's up, Ramona? How you doing? You're right. Sorry. Mona, what's cracking? Hey, thanks, Karen. Yeah, barbecue is a whole process, and, it takes a lot of time to do, and their margins are very slim. They know barbecue's wicked expensive, but they have to charge it because, just to get some of that product in the door. You guys see meat prices nowadays. It's not like they're getting it at a small wholesale discount, but even their wholesale price jumps up with our prices. She's a singer. Who's Patty? Chef Boyardee. Maybe I pick up. I've had Chef Boyardee once in my life at a friend's house at a sleepover way back in the day. Maybe we pick up a can of that. Is this Patty? Is this Patty singing right now? I'd probably know Patty if I heard a song. It's not the same as when we were kids. Are you sure? Are you saying this from personal experience? Too young to know, Patty? Hey, Lainey, thank you. You can't hear any music? Really? Oh, this thing has a mind of its own. Oh, some soul music? Surprised you guys can't hear this. Please don't. I'm deaf. Wait, really? How's that? Is that too loud? Coming through to you, Mona? Did you get Patti LaBelle banana pudding? I don't know. Kind of wish I did. Now that you guys are talking about Patty so much, I do love me some Patty melts. We gotta look up this Patti LaBelle. Is that how you say it, LaBelle? Where's Patty? Is this Patty person still singing today? Oh, the music's musicking for sure. Yeah, this is true. That is true, Judy. So I trust your guys' opinions about this kind of stuff, about music. There's a lot of music I don't know. You know, it's the joy of it. You know, I on Spotify, you can go to a song that you like and then go to that radio for the song, and it finds music that's kind of within that same genre. And that's how I find a lot of new songs that I enjoy listening to. And it's always fun stumbling across something new. Yeah, I probably have heard of it, but not loud at all. Patti LaBelle. I probably have heard of a song. I just don't know it by name. Patty. Patty mayonnaise is the only Patty I know. You guys know who Patty mayonnaise is? What do you guys know about Patty mayonnaise? That's the real question. And do you think Patty mayonnaise and Patti LaBelle are friends on Facebook? That's what we should really be talking about here. Yeah, Penny, I love that too about Spotify. It's how I find so many new songs and new artists. You don't know Patty mayonnaise? Mona does. Mona knows Patty mayonnaise. Come on, everybody knows Patty. Never heard of Patty mayonnaise? Oh my gosh. Well, if Shacey was here, Skeeter, you guys may know them as Skeeter, they would know Patty mayonnaise, because Patty and Skeeter were friends. Of course. Lady Marmalade. She has a great recipe for mac and cheese, does she? All right, we got to look up this mac and cheese. Yeah, Kristen knows it. Good old Doug. Doug, the TV show back in the day, the cartoon show. There's Doug, Skeeter, Patty mayonnaise. We got to look up this this mac and cheese recipe. We'll look that up right after this. Patty mayonnaise mac and cheese. Yeah, pork chop. Yeah, exactly. EB. EB. What's cracking? How's your Saturday going? Patty mayonnaise. Yep. I'm gonna forget Patti LaBelle, and I'm gonna have to type in Patty mayonnaise mac and cheese and hope Google knows that I'm just, you know, mentally challenged in that regard of remembering short-term things. Oh, so is this like, wait, is this an actual recipe, or does she sell like boxed mac and cheese? Killer tofu? So does she have a recipe for this, or am I looking for a box? Ooh, at the beach, but too hot to be out in the sand? Shoot. Nice. Well, we're not at the beach. This is my beach, although we have no water. Hopefully we find some water, but we're doing great. Coda's already fed, antibiotics taken. We're about to pack up camp in the next few minutes and Go make a video. Seaside's eyes rolled. Seaside's eyes are always rolling at me. All right, I'll Google it. Patty mayonnaise. Patty mayonnaise mac and cheese recipe. She sells them in the frozen section too. All right, well, we'll look up this recipe first because I would like to follow a recipe over it first and foremost. But, who doesn't love some frozen mac and cheese too? I do. Too old for Doug, never heard of him. Oh, you heard of it but never watched it? It was a good show. It was a fun show. What did we make? We made a pasta. It came out really good. We made a chicken and pesto pasta with a little cream sauce and sun-dried tomatoes. Super filling. That's probably what put me to bed early last night. So it was a good little pasta. We had a little bit of fun. We got another person that commented on my video today or yesterday about my greed of offering sub-only lives. So again, I tried to kindly explain to them my thought process behind it. But we love getting to do those for you guys, and we appreciate you being there when you can. We got to figure out what the next day we're going to move to is. So we did Sunday breakfast. We did Friday night. I don't know what the next day is going to be. When Doug put banana on a pizza? No, I don't remember that episode. I don't. I've never had banana on pizza. I've had a lot of crazy things, but an old soul? I like to think so. Yeah, well, I think a lot of people should. And the way I explain it to them is like, in my opinion, it's not even enough of a way to say thank you to the subscribers. It's working on it, but they think because I do that I'm just seeking out money. So like most normal people will already be able to like make the correlation between why I do a sub-only live once out of the 7 or 8. And they won't say anything. And then the people that do say something, it just shows me that they just have kind of like a narrow eyesight and path for their mind where they're not able to like look at the picture like this. It's more like this. And they're like, oh, I can't watch. I have to pay. So they just don't understand. And, I like to just give them the opportunity to, and explain it to them. And then still after that, if they tell me to screw off, then it's like, all right, well, we're probably not meant to be together anyway. So see you later. Patty LaBelle mac and cheese, not patty mayonnaise. Both. It's both. Oh, it's at the Wally World? I do love me the Wally World. My head forgets, my body doesn't. Good sweet potato pie. Hey, what's up, Bermuda? How you doing? Yeah, so greedy. So greedy. Then the gloves. Yeah, then the gloves come out. I say, Judy, I'm having some trouble. So, I don't know. I mean, I have no problem discussing the financial side of this and how much money we make and what it costs for us to do it. But you guys know, it's funny because people look at making money on social media as a bad thing. And, I've always watched social media back in the day, but I've never went to be like, oh, people are just supporting this guy living the dream or this and that. I just take it as inspiration. I love seeing the pictures. I love seeing videos and learning from it. But some people just see it and they're like, oh, this is stupid. Why should I have to pay for this? But they don't realize that if nobody made money on social media, we wouldn't have social media. And then that person that's disgruntled about it would have nothing to do, for hours upon hours. So it's it's a newer concept of a way of making money, but it's been around for decades now and something that I try to process in my head. But, I feel like I've come to a pretty good way to describe it to people. It's almost like running a restaurant, Somebody comes to eat my food once a week or once a month for an hour and they pay me and I mark up the food for them to have that experience. And they pay me to do something that they can do at home. It's purely entertainment going out to a restaurant. Social media, we do, 3-hour lives almost every day. We do a video every single day almost. And I don't ever expect to get paid for it. But the ones that sub, the people that are here that do support in a financial manner, it goes an incredibly long way. So that's why we offer that sub-only live. Not that we don't appreciate other ways of support. I always tell you guys the best way to support is share the videos, comment on them, and things like that. But, you know, it'd be naive to say, like, oh, yeah, money doesn't matter. You know? Hey, thanks, Ash. Oh, 5 hours tonight, Seaside? Well, good luck. Yeah, you're going to need that. You're going to need that good luck. Stories alone are worth it. Well, you know, I like to think we have a good time, and not everybody's going to like what we do. But, you know, with those people, I expect them just to move on. You know, there's no real reason to, like, stop in our lives and express your discontent. Ooh, ankle replacement, Randy. Shoot. When's surgery scheduled? Just a couple people in the comments. It seems like after every sub-only live, the next day I look in my comments under videos and someone's like, oh, I guess it's all about money now. I can't afford to pay you. And, you know, it's a bizarre thing to have to respond to. It's a bizarre thing to even have to read. You know, because somebody just sees us sub live and they're like, oh, this guy went to the dark side. Yet they don't realize that we just do it once a week. And so instead of like digging a little bit deeper, they just decide to, you know, comment something about my greed or something like that. Hey, thank you, Linda. Well, like I said, I give off a lot of chances, so I'm happy to explain it to somebody, even though I already know it's a red flag for me if somebody comes out and says something like that without digging a little bit deeper. And, you know, especially some of these people have been following us for quite a long time. And so when somebody opens their mouth that quickly, it's something I actively try not to do. I like to sleep on things and try to get my thoughts contained. If I see something that maybe raises an eyebrow, I'll do a little bit more research. And then often it'll have the answer within there. So if these people, you know, just came into our live the next time and said, hey, I saw you did a sub live only yesterday. What's that all about? And I'd be like, and I'd simply explain it, just like I do in my response to their comments. But, you know, some people are just, boom, let me react. No, Candy, ain't that the truth? Can never make everybody happy. But I do actively try to not piss anybody off. That's the goal. That's the goal for me. I know I can't make everybody happy, but I can actively try to not make anybody angry. You even give us prizes. Yeah, we do prizes. That'll be coming up in a couple weeks. We got to figure out another day. Odd and uncomfortable. What was odd and uncomfortable? Yeah, a lot of them are with gifted subs. Are you talking about the giveaway? Yeah, I know, Linda. That's right. A lot of the trolls do turn into people that are like, all right, I guess this guy's not so bad. Try harder than you should sometimes. I agree. But it's pretty easy for me to, you know, put forth that little effort where I could easily just say, all right, you're not for me, block. You're not for me, block. It's just so easy for me to explain myself, you know, in 5, 10, 30 seconds, you know. The comments and the questions, yeah, they are, Candy. Wait, the comments, are we talking about what I'm talking about? The comments? My favorite button. Are you talking about like what I'm talking about? The comment about the sub live only? Candy, yeah, helps out a ton, you know? Helps out a ton. But I'm so fortunate that we don't really get a whole lot of trolls in there in the first place. You know, I see some other. Yeah, it is uncomfortable. Yeah, you're right. It's uncomfortable to have to respond to that because it just throws you off guard, and you want to be able to be like, well, didn't you already think of why I might do this? Instead of just react immediately. But Non-sub Sunday Morning Live is interesting. They're all interesting. Oh, they didn't make me feel bad. I just, I tell you the truth. When somebody types that out, I don't care. I couldn't care less. But I do give them the opportunity to see my perspective, and then that's the fork in the road. They can either choose to be like, yeah, well, you're still a greedy piece of crap, and then it's just, who are they? They're just somebody on the internet. So they go down that side of the road, and I go this way. Or they say something along the lines of like, oh, hey, I didn't look at it that way. I guess I spoke too soon. That is very reasonable, and I totally understand it. And I'm like, great, that's fantastic. I hope you have a fantastic weekend. There's two ways you can go, and I'm fine with either one. Hey, thanks, Seaside. No, I don't take it to heart. No, I don't take, the only people I take things to heart from are people that have been around or in my life for a long time. Many of you guys, my family and my friends, those are things I take to heart. When somebody says something like that, I just take it, process it, explain it simply, and then let them choose whatever they want to do after that. We do have some great mods to help out with it. Hey, what's up, Sandy? How you doing? Yeah, we got some fantastic mods. Send them down my street. I got something for them. They get to make up their own mind, It is what it is. If somebody doesn't see the reasoning in that and see it as a good thing, then I definitely don't want them to be in the same room as me. Easy peasy, That's just life. I'm not going to be for everyone. Coda Pop will. She'll be for everyone. She's just sitting under the truck. I think she's getting ready to go. But my gloves would be worn out. We can't let those gloves do too much work. We need to save them. We need to save them for the right times. Healing up very good. Very good, Cody Pop. Yeah, she's ready for a ride. We gotta pack up camp. This is... Jeez. Yeah, Linda, I don't know. It's weird. I don't know. You guys know me. I'm not super opinionated. I obviously have opinions. But like I said, unless I see something really bad, like somebody littering, trashing land, hurting an animal, hurting people, if somebody tells me, oh, you voted for Trump, you suck. Or if somebody says you voted for Biden, you suck. You voted for Kamala, you suck. I don't care to share those opinions with strangers on the internet. I have my own opinions. But it's just not worth it on the internet. We just like to share our experience, and that's it. Sandy! Hey, cheers, Penny. Hope to see you tonight. Judy, you enjoy the day. Hey, thanks, Bermuda. This is not an educational channel whatsoever. It's just about sharing experiences. Now, some people can learn things. I learn things from watching videos and content from other people all the time. But I'll never say what's right or wrong. Everybody's capable of making up their own decisions on right versus wrong, I'd like to think. Certainly Coda is. Coda teaches me all the rights from wrongs. Might have to shave this mustache again. Yeah, Dina, they do. It's a strange hobby, but they love to do it. In fact, they set aside hours upon their day just to do it. I have somebody that screen records my lives, just hoping that I do something silly or bad. It's bizarre behavior, but then again, what I do is kind of bizarre behavior. It's not traditional, but what I do is it doesn't hurt anybody. One actively seeks out to hurt somebody. One is just, sharing experiences. A little dinner inspirations. Yeah, you could. So that's what I mean. Like, what I take out of content is inspiration from watching other people. I always have. I never sat there and said, like, oh, this piece of crap. Why don't I get to do that? Instead of saying, why don't I get to do that? I would just say, how can I do that? And then I got my golden ticket, and now we try and do that. Yeah, it's pretty crazy. It's pretty crazy on the internet. But what's right? What's wrong? Who knows? That's up for each and every individual to decide. Yeah, I don't know. I would never spend any of my free time chasing down or screen recording or, actively trying to hurt somebody that I just didn't like or approve of. Once I decide that someone's not for me, they're just, they're out of my life. And I never see them again. It's easy. Yeah, there's a lot of people on the internet that have had to go to extreme measures to resolve things. And, I hope it never comes to that for me. I've had people say things family related, and it's weird. It's strange. Definitely change your dinner choice. Well, maybe you could change it to elk burgers after you see tonight's dinner. Yeah. Well, that's the thing about the internet. As fast as they can come, they can leave even faster, except for a select few, obviously, in my case. But out here, it's just me, the animals, and Cody Pop. We get to choose when we're on. We get to choose when we're off. We've been pretty fortunate thus far. We'll see what happens in the future. No elk burgers. What? What do you mean no elk burgers? Yeah, we're doing elk burgers tonight. Hey, thanks, Linda. Seaside taught me. Kill them with kindness. That's it. That's it. It's easy. Easy just to let things roll off your shoulder. Elk, yeah. Elk, yeah. Hell yeah. Elk, yeah. Oh, I think Cody Pop is ready to go. Scared to try elk or moose? Think you would like it. You ready to go, Cody Pop? Ooh, buffalo burgers are great. They're fantastic. Yeah, Bermuda's fantastic. Missed it, but just so far listening, can say that what happens when you don't take your meds. What's that? You talking about Coda? Or are you talking about people? Yeah, Randy, we'll be on TikTok tonight making elk burgers. Hey, Sandy, you enjoy it too. Heading to the lake? Ooh, nice. Heck yeah. Enjoy your lake day. Yeah, Seaside's the best. Yeah, people. Yeah, as much as I'm not a really big believer in medication and pharmaceutical industry, there's definitely some people out there that need it to, cope and survive. Whether they have ill intentions or they're just struggling and they're trying to seek help. There's things out there. It's just tough because once you go down that road, then you start taking these medications, and then you build up a tolerance to it, and you need to up that tolerance, and then you become heavily dependent on it, and then it's just a nasty road. I've seen it happen several times. Yeah, exactly, Karen. Was a little skeeved. Hey, Linda, you have an amazing day too. They need something. Well, they need nature. They need nature. They need to relax. They maybe need somebody to talk to. That's, I believe, not that I have any experience in this world, and this is certainly not advice, but, just having somebody to talk to that is, trained in that field of, understanding and compartmentalizing. I don't doubt that it goes a long way. Yeah, I'm more of along the holistic nature as well. Yeah, I hear you, Karen. I hear you. You're not wrong. You're right. You know, everybody's got a little something to them. It's what makes us all unique, but you have to recognize that and not make it not burden anybody else with whatever you carry. Whether it's good or bad. Hey, Seaside, good luck with babysitting tonight. Some people do need a grounding and reset. I needed a grounding and reset. I noticed myself at work becoming agitated and angry. And, before, even if I was at a regular job, I would notice that. But I was at my brother in law's place. So before I ever take any anger out on his business that I was, really grateful to be a part of, I'm like, all right, I got to go. I got to go. I got to go do something else. I didn't know exactly what it was, but I knew I had to go. And I knew I could go. And that was the best thing ever when I was able to make that decision. Because if I didn't put in all those years of work and, work on the house, work in the restaurants, I wouldn't have been able to. So, yeah, exactly, Linda. Exactly. Nobody's perfect except for Coda. Put myself in timeout. Me too. It's just I've been in timeout for 3 years. Coming up on 3 years this fall. I don't know what the first day. I got to look that up. Maybe I'll go look at the date of our first TikTok or like our first trip. Right now, I just, I know it's in like the fall. Call if you need help. I'll bring the heavy artillery. Sending chats to boost my XP. Let's see who's got the crown. Seaside 1, Ash 3. Crud. Yeah, timeout for 3 years. Ash, Judy, Seaside. We got Lynn, Linda, Candy, Dina, Randy, Laurel, Roxy, Bermuda, Will, Mona, Penny, Tie-Dye, Seth, Sandy, M, Irene, Marie, Karen, Kristen, Betsy. And we just, now we got a traveler coming in. This little guy just flew in. Welcome aboard, buddy. Good thing Coda wasn't in there. That thing would already be in Coda's belly by now. Fine being under Seaside and Judy. Listen, you guys are all number one. We appreciate it. Oh, it's gone. Where'd it go? I don't know what the heck that thing is. I got no idea. It just flew out of here. I want the damn crown. I don't know what the heck that was. There's grasshoppers out here. You just hear them. They're all over the place. It's awesome. We're just walking through here. You just see them jumping out of your way. Yeah, he does have some long feelers. He's a friend, not food. Coda, don't eat him. Came in too late. Always mess up what time? You come in at the perfect time, every time. No, it wasn't a praying mantis. No. Oh, it's still here. It just moved. It's on my tripod now. Uh-oh. Coda, what's this? What's this? Hey. What's this? No, I won't kill it. We're gonna let it be. There you go, buddy. You're safer down there. I don't know what that is. It flies, and it's docile. I'm not too sure what that is. Yeah, she didn't even see it. She doesn't care about it. Name him Ringo? I like that name. Ringo's perfect for it. Yeah, Karen, I don't see a whole lot of lightning bugs either. The last time I did was in West Virginia. I saw a ton of them. It was like magical. I remember the exact spot we were in. I think did a live with you guys earlier that night. And I was sitting on that tailgate, and all of a sudden I just start to see them popping up at like 9:30 when the sun was down. And then there was like hundreds of them around. I felt like I was in like some sort of fairy tale. It was wild. You got those in Washington? Yeah, it was an interesting little guy. That's not the first time I've seen one. Oh, it's coming back. It's coming back for some more. It said, you let me back in there. I know you. You're Olo. Swap it out, but if it's inside, sorry, bug. There's a fine line of right and wrong. Nah, I don't think it's injured. It flew in here pretty good. Maybe we take it and rehabilitate it? It might like us. I lost it. Yeah, there's a lot of things that get killed off, you know? And that's like, you know, one of the whole like vegan arguments is like what we do to animals. And don't get me wrong, there's a lot of disgusting things that are going on to provide meat for us. But, you know, to, you know, plant, you know, soybean fields and things like that. One of the best arguments I've heard is like, how cute does the animal have to be before you realize it's wrong? So like we herd a cow to feed ourselves. But all the organisms and bugs and animals that live on the ground and fields like that just get absolutely, you know, destroyed. How cute does it have to be before you start to feel bad? I don't know. Hey, what's up, Mama? How you doing? Maybe it likes my smell. I don't know if anything would like my smell. Actually, we did get to rinse off the other day, so I don't smell right now. And we got all fresh linens and everything. We're probably doing pretty good in the smelling department. Yeah, it's a whole mixture of things. It's a whole mess of things. Looking like a snack? Yeah, Cody Pop snack. Cleaning the house and doing yard work today? Shoot. How's the weather over there? I agree, Linda. I don't think we'll ever know that answer. You're absolutely right. Absolutely right. Just try to minimize your impact and do good. It's about 66 inside. What is it outside for the yard work? Seth said it was like 90 in Connecticut. So I was wondering if it was toasty down there too, or up there. Imagine if it's 90 in CT. It's got to be pretty warm up there. All right, we got to go, Cody Pop. I'm going to eat my sandwich, and then we're going to go find a spot to camp. Hopefully we get a video done, but we'll see. We'll see. We don't have much time. It's 11:30. Really nice up there today. Good. Well, hopefully it stays that way. Hopefully you guys enjoy the day. If we catch you later on, great. If not, hopefully we see you soon. It's 83 there now. That ain't too shabby. Hey, later, Gator. Mama, you have a great day too. Dina, thank you. Seaside, good luck. Love you. Roxy, Oxy, Judy, Ash. Perfect day to catch a tan. What time is the elk? Well, we're probably going to hop on around 5 our time, which is 7 Eastern, 6 Central, 5 o'clock Mountain, and then 4 o'clock Pacific. So if I could hop on a little bit earlier, great. If not, we'll aim to be on by 5. And then we usually do dinner around 6. So that would be 8 o'clock East Coast time. Hey, Linda, you have a good one, too. You have a fantastic one. All right, y'all. Appreciate you being here. Hope to catch you later. Let's get one last Cody Pop view. Cody, they just want to say goodbye. Hey, Candy, happy birthday. Enjoy it. Bermuda, you as well. Hey, you tell Finn that we say goodbye. I thought the birthday was tomorrow. Well, Candy's birthday party is today. I don't know whose birthday is tomorrow. My birthday is not until October. Coda's isn't until December. Candy, is your birthday today or tomorrow? Are you just having the party today? Hey, whoever's birthday it is, happy birthday. Time to party. Nick's is every day. Okay, tomorrow. Mine's September 1st. Dude, that's rolling right up. Shoot. Well, hey, happy early birthday. Enjoy the party. I put it on my calendar to remember. Perfect. All right, y'all. We'll catch you later. Cheers.